Member.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And first of all, I would like to remind the Minister that we are not supposed to mention the name of any parliamentary secretary or minister. I think the Minister mentioned her parliamentary secretary's name twice already. So just want to put it on record. And I just want to respond to the Minister's comment on, she said she's defending the PHO. I just want to put on record that at all the meetings I have with stakeholders, with businesses, they all support the PHO. They know, they are fully aware that right now, our major focus is on trying to control COVID-19 and make sure everybody is safe and healthy. But at the same time, as a government, there should be an opening plan. As I mentioned a couple of times already in my debate earlier, that other jurisdictions can have the opening plan. We don't see why we can't. And it doesn't mean that once you announce it is cast in stone, it can always change. So another major business in the live event industry is Chris Breer. He's the president of Breer Production Group. He said he does not feel that message is being heard by the government. Just now, the minister keeps saying that reach out to them. And that said they did reach out to the government, but no response. So what's the point of reaching out if you don't hear anything? So Chris, again, he personally met with the former tourism minister and her parliamentary secretary before she was shuffled to another ministry. I'm sure there should be some record there being in the cabinet before. When you took up a new portfolio, you read all the documents from the previous minister. And the sector has written about 60 letters to date and no positive response. It has been 14 months since this live event sector has shut down and are largely left out of the broad support from this government. Less than 25% of their fixed costs are covered by financial support. Their live event businesses are capital intensive as they have a lot of gears. They are losing $50,000 to $100,000 to $200K a month. And unsustainable debt is being shouldered by the industry. They are not even eligible for this circuit breaker grant, widely promoted by this government and so proud of by this government. Chris would appreciate if the minister can offer a lifeline to their live event industry. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Member. Minister.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I guess I just want to raise a point that the member keeps talking about when she was cabinet and managing calendars and managing requests and kind of implying that people are being ignored. I take issue with that, and I'm just going to be really clear about that. The member was a member in cabinet, not in the middle of a pandemic, fact point one. And then the other part is, I receive all sorts of requests. And I have a team of people. Sometimes ministry staff meet with people. Sometimes ministerial staff meet with people. But I think to suggest that ignoring people or just brushing people off is not an intention in my office at all. And I just want to put on the record, because I think the member has been implying this yesterday and today and wants to give me lessons on how to manage my calendar. We have a lot of stakeholders. That's a fact. There are a lot of stakeholders that are in the people business that are looking for answers, and we're trying to give them those answers. And we're trying to be accessible. But to go into whether the parliamentary secretary is trying to work out a meeting with this group and it's in the works, we didn't come with that level of detail to prepare for estimates. But the meeting is in the works with my colleague, the parliamentary secretary, who I share a mandate commitment with. On the point of live events, Creative BC, very important stakeholder to our file who does amazing work. I do recall the member, Madam Speaker, 2 weeks ago, we were all celebrating in the Chambers Creative Industry Week and how important they are to our mental health and our well-being and our economy and all of those pieces. One-time funding was available for venues and events impacted through Creative BC, and $15 million of the budget that I mentioned earlier of the $40 million has gone to arts and culture groups, which are performing groups that attend and perform at events. So resources are going out the door, and we hope to see more money coming from the federal government to help with events and festivals. And also, in tandem, when the member opposite is referring to that restart plan, vaccination is a laser focus right now. And as we start getting through May and June, things are going to look more promising into the summer. But Dr. Bonnie Henry, as recently as yesterday, said, the return to these huge, massive events is not happening anytime soon. That's an acknowledgement. But the important thing, I think, for government is to make sure that they are there for our neighbourhoods to return to once this pandemic's over. Thank you, Madam